You open a book. You read a paragraph. Halfway through the page, your hand reaches for your phone. Not because you made a decision, not because the book is boring. The movement happens almost automatically. A notification, a new tab, a quick search, a different video, a sudden urge to check something that felt important 3 seconds ago. Then you look back at the page and realize you don't remember a single sentence. What makes this strange is that you know how to read, you know how to focus, you have done both for years, and yet something feels different now. A counter appears on screen. The average attention span of a focused adult 10 years ago. The average attention span today. The numbers move in opposite directions, one shrinking, one disappearing. And somewhere in the background, many people quietly wonder the same thing. When did concentrating become so difficult? The hidden pattern. Most people assume this means they have become lazy, distracted, undisciplined. But something else is happening. The behavior has become so common that it almost feels normal. Entire evenings disappear inside tiny bursts of stimulation. A headline, a message, a recommendation, a scroll, a refresh, a preview. None of these experiences lasts very long, but together they create a constant rhythm of interruption. The strange part is that the brain adapts remarkably well. After enough repetition, stillness begins to feel unusual. Silence feels empty. Waiting feels uncomfortable. One task feels insufficient. The mind starts expecting novelty the way thirsty soil expects rain. Not because something is wrong with you, because the environment around you changed faster than your nervous system could adjust. The origin. The story begins earlier than most people realize. Long before algorithms, long before smartphones, human attention was designed around survival. The brain learned to notice movement, changes, unexpected sounds, anything new. Novelty often meant information, and information often meant safety. A rustle in the bushes mattered, a new face mattered, a sudden change in the environment mattered. For thousands of years, attention was rewarded for scanning. Then something unusual happened. Technology discovered how valuable that ancient reflex could be. Every refresh became a possible reward. Every swipe became a possible surprise. Every notification became a tiny, unanswered question. The brain never fully knows what it will find next, and uncertainty is powerful. A guaranteed reward is satisfying. An unpredictable reward is captivating. The result is a system that quietly trains attention to remain alert for the next possibility, not the current moment, the next one. And eventually, the mind develops a subtle habit. Being here begins to feel less interesting than wondering what might appear somewhere else. The mechanism. The process is surprisingly simple. Attention follows anticipation. The moment something feels potentially rewarding, a small amount of mental energy moves toward it. One possibility becomes two become 10. The mind begins opening loops faster than it closes them. An article reminds you of a video. The video reminds you of a message. The message reminds you of a search. The search creates another question. Soon your attention exists in 5 places at once. The consequence is not merely distraction, it is fragmentation. The brain is constantly shifting gears, and every shift leaves a tiny trace of unfinished attention behind. By the end of the day, many people feel mentally exhausted despite never fully engaging with anything. Real-life recognition. You sit down to watch a movie. 10 minutes later, you are holding your phone. Nothing dramatic happened. The film simply asked for patience. The second screen offered immediate stimulation, and immediate stimulation won. You begin cleaning a room. Halfway through, you find an old object. That reminds you of something online. You pick up your phone for one quick search. 40 minutes disappear. The room remains unfinished. Not because you avoided the task, because attention got pulled into a chain of associations. Someone is telling you a story. You genuinely care about what they're saying, but a part of your mind keeps drifting, not away from them, toward everything else. Future plans, recent messages, random thoughts. The conversation ends and you realize you missed pieces of it. The person was present, your attention wasn't. You finally get a quiet evening. No obligations, no emergencies. Everything is calm. Yet within minutes, you feel restless. The silence itself becomes uncomfortable. The brain has become so accustomed to input that the absence of stimulation starts feeling like something is missing. You start a creative project, writing, drawing, building something. The first few minutes feel difficult. Nothing exciting happens immediately. No likes, no updates, no responses. Just you and the work. Many people interpret this discomfort as lack of motivation. In reality, creativity often begins exactly where instant rewards end. You wake up and reach for your phone before your eyes fully adjust to the light. Not because there is urgent information waiting, because the brain has learned to begin the day with stimulation before it begins the day with awareness. The habit feels small, yet repeated hundreds of times, it quietly teaches attention what to prioritize. The hidden cost. The greatest loss is not productivity, it is depth. Depth of thought, depth of observation, depth of experience. Many beautiful things reveal themselves slowly. Books, ideas, conversations, sunsets, relationships, creative work. None of them compete well against instant rewards. And when attention loses the ability to stay, life begins feeling thinner than it actually is. Not because the world became less interesting, because we stopped remaining with it long enough to notice. The reframe. Perhaps the problem is not that your attention is broken. Perhaps your attention is doing exactly what it was trained to do, seeking signals, scanning possibilities, following rewards. The real misunderstanding is this: your focus did not disappear. It was successfully recruited by things designed to capture it. That changes the story completely. This is not a personal failure. It is a relationship between your mind and an environment that constantly competes for it. Awareness moment. Right now, notice your eyes. Not your thoughts, your eyes. How often do they move? How often are they searching for the next thing? For a moment, allow your gaze to settle. Let it rest on one point. Take a slow breath without trying to change anything. Many people notice something surprising. The body becomes quieter before the mind does, and sometimes attention follows. Imagine returning to that book from the beginning. The room is quiet. Evening light falls across the page. Outside, distant traffic fades into the background. The phone remains face down, not because you forced yourself, not because you won a battle against distraction, but because, for a brief moment, nothing is pulling harder than the sentence in front of you. And maybe that is what attention really feels like. Not effort, not discipline, a gentle return, a willingness to stay. Healing your attention span eventually requires sitting in silence. But for some people, silence brings its own discomfort. Because when the noise fades, older patterns begin to speak. And that raises a different question. Why do some minds become louder the moment the world becomes quiet? In the next video, we'll explore something called traumatic intelligence. Why people who survived difficult experiences often find it impossible to stop thinking, even when there is nothing left to solve. If this felt familiar, spend a moment noticing where your attention is right now. Not where it should be, not where it was yesterday, just where it is. Sometimes awareness begins there.